Hi students, and we're going to be continuing our video series on factoring special cases. We're going to take a look at factoring trinomials of two distinct variables. So here I've got 2a squared minus 7ab plus 3b squared. So if this can be factored, it's going to be factored as binomial being multiplied together. So in order to have this, I need to have an a times an a to give me my a squared term, and a b times a b to give me my b squared term. The question is, what's my coefficient of a, my coefficient of b in this binomial, and my coefficient of a, my coefficient of b in this binomial? So let's start off with an analysis of the signs. This term here needs to be multiplied together to be created. So I need to multiply the two b terms together to give me positive 3b squared. The only way to multiply to get a positive number is either if the signs are both positive or negative. But we can see here with our mixed term, when a multiplies b and b multiplies a and they're added together, I get a negative value. The only way to add to a negative value is a combination of positives and negatives. Therefore, both of these have to be negative b values of some kind. So let's take a look next at how we can figure out the coefficients of a and b respectively. So we're going to use that old tactic of looking for two numbers. They have to add to make our coefficient -7, and they have to multiply to make our coefficient here of +3. So remembering that both of these numbers have to be negative. Well, 2 times 3 gives us 6. And if I need to multiply to make +6 and add to make -7, the only pair that does this is -1 and -6. So let's see what we do from here. So we're going to use our decomposition form, and I'm going to break up -7ab into -ab minus 6ab, and we're going to factor as always. Keep in mind though, you just need to keep a little positive sign in between here. So pause the video here and try the factoring. So our first term, we can factor out an a. We get a onto 2a minus b. Now remember, our goal is to have this binomial look exactly like this. So what do I have to factor out of -6ab plus 3b squared to give us 2a minus b? Well, first of all, I have to factor out a negative. And then next, I have to factor out a 3 and a b. So I'm going to factor out -3b from this binomial. What am I going to be left with? Exactly 2a minus b. Now we're ready for our final factoring step. Using our trick from our previous videos, we're going to have 2a minus b multiplied by the coefficients in front of these two binomials, namely a minus 3b. And now we got the fully factored form. And notice that this matches with our assumption that both of these were going to be negative. So to fill it in, coefficient of 2, coefficient of 1, coefficient of 1, coefficient of 3.